Greetings everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Unclear and today we're back with another Destiny reset video. Now we only have a few more days left to make sure you get and gather enough levels under heavy metal to unlock the Griffin Sparrow. So please make sure you're doing your daily challenges and you get to season track 15 by the end of this week to unlock the Griffin Sparrow. It is only available this week. Once it's gone, there is no telling when it will return. In terms of dungeon rotator for Rite of the Night, we still have Spire of the Watcher, so I'll be live streaming later tonight to help players get their achievements done if you wish to help. So be sure to come back in a few hours and see if I'm live. If I am, be sure to check out, see if you need help. We're going to go through our Banshee and we're going to go through the Everywhere store for you new light players or returning players, see if it's even worth logging in. Before we do that, make sure if you are doing the Rite of the 9 passages, you go and speak to the lady in the Rite of the 9 destination and pick up the quest this week. As a quest will give you a Liminal Vigil shiny, so you get guaranteed shiny from this quest, and also an exotic selection for doing the ritual initiation quest as well. So definitely worth logging in to get those done. As I said, if you need help, be sure to check it out, and I'll be sure to help as many players as I can. Righty, so in terms of Banshee, what is he selling this week? So this week he has the Nox Perennial 5 with Under Pressure and Hatchling. It's not a bad fusion rifle. I wouldn't say this is the god roll, but definitely keep an eye out for this thing, especially if you want a strand fusion rifle, because strand fusion rifles are few and far between, so it might be nice to add to your arsenal, especially if you're a new player and don't yet have a fusion rifle in the top slot. So keep an eye out. If you want to pick this one up, Hatchling is not a bad roll, it's not the best roll. In terms of glaives, we have Nezarek's Whisper. Not a bad glaive. I really like this glaive myself. Not the perk combination I want. So we'll have to come back tomorrow and see what he's selling, because it does change in 24 hours after reset. We have the Soulspire Pitch class with Compulsive Reloader and Vault Shot. Now typically you wouldn't use a linear fusion for ad clear, but this kinda fits that mark if you want to use it. Compulsive Reloader is grants increased reload speed when close to a full mag. Vault Shot is if after you get a kill, you get a jolt for your next hit. So you can kind of clear a lot of ads with it. It's not bad. I wouldn't recommend it for boss damage. If you want to use it and just running around shooting ads, it's a good way to go. I do have the Electric Principle. This was from a few seasons back. This one has adaptive munitions and offhand strike. Not a fantastic roll set, but not bad. There's definitely much better weapons out there. This can have some fantastic perks, so we'll have to come back tomorrow and see if it's worth picking up then. We then have the Simulation, I can't pronounce it, Impulse Amplifier Pugilist. I wouldn't bother picking this up at all. There's better rolls, and we'll come back tomorrow and see if they are there, but this is not the roll you want to pick up. And Hollow Denial with adaptive munitions and repulsor brace. This isn't actually that bad. This roll, if you couldn't craft it, is actually pretty nice. Adaptive munitions, always nice. Especially on this weapon. Especially it's in the third column. So it kind of works on all shields. And then you got repulsor brace, so if they've debuffed with weakening grenades or tractor, or your teammate has another void weapon and you defeat them. Another weapon in terms of, say, let's check cover. They have destabilization rounds. I've made them volatile. You kill them, that you get an overshield. It's not bad. It has a play. It definitely has a play to use, but not the play. So I'll keep an eye out. But if you want this roll, just give it a try. I like the look of these weapons. That's why they kind of hit the mark for me. But this is definitely not a bad roll. We give it a 2.5 to 3 out of 5. Alright, we're gonna go check on the Eververse store and see what they're selling. But before we do that, the weekly Grandmaster is the Sunless Cell. So if you do need help with Grandmasters, if I am streaming and you need help with Grandmasters and I'm not in a dungeon run, be sure to check it out and I will be sure to help as well. I don't mind helping with a few Grandmaster runs either this week. Alrighty, in the bottom here we have a Bright Dust tab. So we have a dramatic scream emote. I think Stella. Not bad. We have the Sanguis shader. This shader was only available for silver during the season of Revenant, so be sure to pick this up if you haven't already, because it is a cool shader. So be sure to pick that up. Finally, then we have the a paler version of that same thing. This is from a different season. Not that pretty, but still nice. At the bottom here we still have more Bright Dust. So we have Galaxy Cat. You can sit next to it, and you can pet a Galaxy Cat. I actually never seen this emote before. There's so many emotes in this game. We also have the Stag ornament for the Warlock, which is quite nice. It's one of my favorite ornaments. I think it looks so cool. We have a light ghost, kind of cool, little arm on it. Conflux Runner Sparrow, to be like these sparrows like this. To be honest, once we get the combat sparrow, the skimmer, and the, I'm trying to remember the other sparrow's name, always on time. That's pretty much all you can need. Those three sparrows, skimmer, always on time. So yeah, it's going to be hard to replace them. Alrighty, then we have another sparrow, which looks nice, but also looks ugly. I don't understand how it looks nice and ugly at the same time. It just does. We have the ornament for Cerberus +1. It's actually quite nice. I haven't picked that up, so I'm going to pick that up over here. We have the broccoli projection, which is funny thing is I might actually pick this up, purely being because my daughter really likes eating broccoli. It's her favourite fruit, favourite vegetable at the moment. I think it's kind of funny. 1500 Bright Dust, so it's kind of steep. I'll see if she likes it when she wakes up. Alright, there's other shaders. We have... Oh, I can't pronounce that without my glasses on. I'm not going to try. There's the look of it. We have the Warbrick shader. That's quite nice. I like these subtle shaders. We have the Wayfire's Guys shader. I do not like that. And then the Tide Smoke shader. Not bad, not bad. There's a Nightfall weapons this week. Let's see what the focusing is over at Zavala. This week is the Wild Style Adept. And then you have the Cruel Mercy that will be dropping as well. So while you complete a Grandmaster, you'll get a drop of each of them. If you do a GM, you get the Adept, both drops. If you do a normal Nightfall, you have the chance of getting both these to drop. As I said, if you are new or returning players and you can't yet do a Grandmaster, or you want help doing a Grandmaster, let me know and I'll be happy to carry you through a GM, offering tips, tricks and help to make sure you can do them yourself in the future, give you that confidence. Anyway, that is it for this reset. Be sure to check out Heavy Metal, make sure you get to rank 15 to get the Griffin Sparrow. Be sure to check out the vendors to make sure there are not any weapons to fill out your loadouts. And if you are waiting for Ghost of the Deep, that is not this week, but I will have Ghost of the Deep help coming this week as well in terms of a video. Anyway, so thank you all so much for being here. You all have been amazing. And until next time, stay safe, take care, and bye for now.